Let's continue. So the value of mat.sil 3.14 give us 4 because it goes to the ceiling. It takes the higher value. Okay, now let's talk about mat.random. Console.log mat.random. This mat.random actually generate a value. It generates a value 0 to 0.9999. So now, for instance, I got 0.64. If we refresh it, 0.05. Yes. Hello? Okay, so
yes.
Do you have any question?
No.
Okay. Mat.random from 0 to 0.99. Could you please turn off the mic? There is a noise coming from the background.
Okay.
Okay, thank you so much. Yes. 0 to 0.99. So for instance, if I ask you to generate a random number between 0 and 10, how do you use this mat.random? How do you use it? So let's try, let's practice. For instance, if we multiply this by 11, sorry, my voice, as you can see, I'm getting 7.99. If I multiply this by 11 means 0 times 11. When it's 0, that means 0. So I get 0. When it is like a 9 multiplied by 11, this close to, I think it's going to be 11 point. Hide the result. Let's see. 11 times 0.99. Yes, it's about 10.999. So we can get a value by making a floor of this. So we can say const random number mat.random I'm multiplying it by 10, not by 11 actually. And then I have to have the floor of this mat.floor. Let's see, console.log random number. As you can see now, I got 9, I got 6, again 6, 5. I think this gives me between 0 to 10. Maybe if I ask you generate like a random ID random ID. At some point I may ask you this, but now it's not yet. But the purpose is to generate some random ID, especially random ID. It could be some random value. Good. So what's next? I think we saw match operators. Then let's go to strings. As you have seen, we saw already strings, and we did some concatenation. And as you can see, but maybe the most important thing is now string methods. As you can see here, I wrote a very big text. Whenever you have some big text like a string, you may use this backslash to write it in as in a string. And this is a new line to break between lines. For instance, console.log, I love teaching, especially, I may say, some especially programming. As you can see, I use this the backslash followed by n to break line. So this to break a line. So as you can see now, I love teaching, and then after the full stop we have this. This one is a tab. For instance, if you want to have some tab, console.log JavaScript, and then you use one tab, and then React, and then a tab, and Python. Then this will look like a table, actually, table head. Have you seen? JavaScript, React, Python. And then maybe I can put this some data, and I may put this one 28 May and 29 May and 30 May. Yeah, it's not because the link. So in that case, if you are not happy with the format, even you can use multiple tabs. So it's just space. One tab is about, still it's not enough, but I hope you got the point. We are not spending too much time here formatting this, but you know how it works. Sometimes it's hard to write backslash. To write the backslash, you use double this. What does that mean? Console.log. If I write this, you don't see it. Actually, what's wrong in here? Invalid or unexpected token. I hope I closed it. Yeah, have you seen? Even it needs to be to print the backslash. Okay, a single quote. Sometimes you may have quotes, different quotes. For instance, console.log, I do not, you may say, and have again, do not like Apple. Who doesn't? Just to make a sentence. Have you seen now? We have a single quote outside. So this is an escape character, which allow us to allow us the inner single quote. So I managed. I do not like Apple. Great. And also, maybe if it's double quote too, we can do the same. If it was double quote, most of the time, let's say console.log, let me say Sherry is Carrie. Have you seen now? I am also. So this will be a quote actually by the end. Have you seen? Sherry is Carrie. Whenever I like to do something like this. Okay, string literals. We saw it already. Yeah, we have seen this, how to inject data to a string. This is very powerful. I would strongly recommend to use it. Yes, this is what I did before, so we don't repeat the same thing. String methods. Now let's see very important string methods. We didn't see, for instance, so far any string methods. We start from here, and it's quite a lot of them here. Let's start language. Language is a JavaScript. What's the length of this? So we can identify how many characters in this string is actually. So console.log, we can use the length. So language.length, and you see it's 10 actually. How we can access different characters. What is the first character in this string? I think everybody knows, right? It's going to be J. So to access console.log and language, and then you will write the first. So like arrays, we can access also the characters of a string by using index, and the index starts from 0. This is at 0 index. I think it's demonstrated very well here. So it's really demonstrated very well here. This goes for 0, 1 up to the last index. Okay, now let's see the value. As you can see, J. How about if we are interested in the second letter? Language, 1. It's A, that's true, it's A. How about the third? Language, 2. That's B, great. How about if I am interested in the last one, T? So I have to count 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. That's how you count it. Console.log, language, and then 9, actually. Yes, 9. Now I managed to count it manually. How about if it was a very long string or text? It's hard to count it, right? So we use different way. Last index. Let last index is equal to language dot length minus 1, because the index starts from 0, so the last index will be 1 minus the length. So again, we can use console.log language and then last index we pass. So in this last index, actually it's 9. By now it's 9. If I increase also this one, JavaScript for everyone. Now the last index, I don't know the last index, but the value is going to be E, because this can calculate the last index as you undefined. How? 73. We didn't cover much. No, we didn't cover much. We just arrived at the right time. So no worry, just follow us. Can someone reply to him when I'm teaching? It might be, yeah. Okay, so but he's not in the meeting. Maybe you may suggest him also to join the meeting again. Great. Let me debug here. As you can see now, here the value is undefined, but I was expecting E. Okay, last index. Okay, because the reason is, have you seen? Last index, not last index, last. Okay, as you can see, I was expecting E and I got E, so I'm happy. Great. What's the second to uppercase, to lowercase, and those kind of things? They are very important. So whenever you want to change some print, sorry, console.log language to uppercase. Now this changed everything to uppercase. As you can see, JavaScript for everyone. How about if we like to change it to lower? Don't copy code too much because it makes you lazy and you don't code much. So it's better to write it, but to lower case. Have you seen that? Everything changed to lowercase. Let's move on. Now we have this substring. What is substring? As you can see, it takes to argument the starting index and the number of character we want to splice out. For instance, okay, I want to take JavaScript out from this text. Not JavaScript, actually script. To take the script out from this text, let script. Script is a very kind of reserved word. So, okay, I can store it in a substring text. Okay, so language dot substr, and then as you read it here, it takes to argument the starting index. So I like to start from here. So 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. I start from 4. And then the second parameter should be actually the number of characters. The number of characters I want. So the number of characters of this script is actually 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So then 6. Console.log what is in the substring text. As you can see, I managed to slice out script. That's great. Okay, now let's move on to substring. What's the difference between substring and substr? Okay, there's minor difference. This one, it takes the starting and the ending. So if it was like, if I use the same method to take script out, what I should do actually is print console.log and language.substring, and then the starting should be 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. Yes. 4. That's the starting. And the ending should be 4 and how much this one? 6. No, but total. It should be the total 1, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. It doesn't include the last, so it should be 10. and then this give us the same value. Have you seen script? Great, so we saw different methods. Now split, actually split is very important. Now we have this language, a JavaScript for everyone, console.log language.split. If I just pass the method split, it gives me an array, and let's see it. Have you seen? It gives me an array. Oh yeah, but how about if we want to split it at empty space like this? As you can see, you just pass something like this. One. Now we will get, yeah, words, the different words, JavaScript for every separately, as in a word inside an array, because great. Is it clear, guys? Can you say something so far? How is it going? You can say something on the Zoom group chat. If I'm fast, maybe. I don't know. Tell me, say something. That would be nice. Great. So, okay. Yeah. How about the rest of guys? Okay, so now where are we? Split, we saw split. It's very important, guys. All the methods which we are going to see, it seems so easy now, but when you start connecting the dots, that's the time you know how important these methods are. So don't undermine these methods. They are powerful. Everything you do is actually based on this methods, and that's why I'm paying attention and going through each of them. Now we are at trim. And what is trim? As you may understand, trim is like trimming the trailing spaces. I think I put here a very nice space. As you can see, we have a space in here, we have space in here. So when you trim, actually you can remove but it's not even important to put this space. Let's try here. Yeah, print, sorry, and we're not learning Python here. String and trim, just if you say trim, it trim all the left and right. Have you seen it's trimmed? But before trimming, let's print and see how it looks like. String. Have you seen before trimming, there is a space in here. There is a space in here. Great. So that's how you use trim. Great. Includes is very, very powerful. Just to check if something is in that text. For instance, we have here, let's check if there is JavaScript. Print, console.log string dot includes, for instance, does this text have Java? Let's take Java. Does it have? Yes. So I should get the value of this result should be true or false. And I can imagine that this is going to be true now. How about if I change it, this J to small case, it should be false. It's case sensitive. Yeah. How about also if I check something like this, console.log Finland, and then if I check includes land. Finland is a country with land, right? Yes. Okay, that's true. So we can manage to check if something exists. If you change this to capital, it doesn't. So it's going to be false. Great. Now we are about to replace. Okay, now let's, for instance, say school. Let school be coding for all. Yeah. Now we have this coding for all. I can change this one to print. No, sorry. Console.log school.replace. This replace take two parameters. The old one, for instance, I want to change all. Maybe I think first I can just make it coding for everyone. I can coding. So in 15 minutes, it will, in 10 minutes, it will stop and then we will get back again. So replace, as you can see, I can change this to all. So everyone, and then the replace is going to be all. So let's see the result. Coding for all, as you can see. Great. So you can, this is even replace is very powerful. For instance, if I want to remove this space, we have a space, right? There are space. If we want to remove all the spaces, for instance, hey, we have this space and then no space. Have you, it should be coding for, yeah, no. Is it one space? I think.
It's just like with most of these methods that they target only the first occurrence and then they replace it.
Yeah, so in this case, we can go for, and you may not know, you may not know, what is this regular expression, but let's try this regular expression, okay? And I have to add, yeah, have you seen now I used regular expression and it did it, fix it. But anyway, we will come to this later. I didn't cover regular expression, and it means like globally search, and this means is one space and then replaced with empty space. Okay, yeah, thank you, Pavel, for that. Yes, I was thinking about it. Car at takes index and it returns the value at that index. For instance, the car at 0, it's going to be 3, right? This. And then car at this point is going to be t. So string.length is -1 is car code at this gives you the ASCII number of that character. For instance, 0 D ASCII number of D is 51. Maybe I can just take you ASCII numbers of, do they have here? Yes, ASCII numbers of different characters. For instance, if we go for D, It is 68 actually. Is that 68 also? Let's see. ASCII number is 50. Let's try it. Why we can just try here. Console.log string and car code at. So we have here already 0, 1, 2, 3. How is that? Did I change it to anything? 32. What do we have in here? 32. Oh, space. 0. Oh, yeah, because as you can see, yeah, there is a space in here, so it's not so 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. It's at 4. Now, that's great. Yeah, it's 68. Great. It seems there is some minor error here also, maybe. I don't know. I didn't get it right away. So 0, 1, 2, 3. So it should be 68 as we found it here also. Great. Let's move on. Someone is also joining. Or index of, yes, index of, just to find the index of something. For instance, some substring. Console.log school.index of. Index of C should be it should be 0, right? As you can see. How about if I change this to small c? It's going to be -1. So what it gives you, this one index of, either it gives you the index or -1 if the index doesn't exist. Yeah, great. Last index of. Concat is to concat a string in a different way. Yeah, as you can see, string.concat, and you pass different strings together, and it gives you the concatenated for. Starts with, to check if something starts with that. For instance, if this console.log school, if the school starts with, is it starting with coding? Yes, it starts with coding. As you can see, true. Is that starting with C? Yes, it's starting with C. But if you change this to small c, it doesn't, it's false. How about ends with? Also to check something, ends with. Ends with. So is A ends with 1? Yes, it ends with 1. Is it ends with E? Yes, that's true. It ends with E. That's good. And search, actually it's search, and it gives you the first value. For instance, I love JavaScript. If you do not love JavaScript, what else can you love? This one, search for love, and then it is found at index 2, 0, 1, 2. Yeah, match. But the difference between match, actually, match gives you an array of the search. But if we use it with regular expression, without a regular expression, match is not also powerful, is not powerful. For instance, this is what it gives you without any regular expression, love. Then it gives you, okay, love, the first was found in here, and the text input was this one. But whenever we use it with a regular expression, that means we are looking for love and we don't care for small case or uppercase. That means case insensitivity, this I flag. G means global, searched everywhere from the beginning to the end. And then when we use this, we find this. There are 4 love in this. This 1, 2, 1, 2, maybe in this text. Yeah, 3. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, here we have also 3 labs. And even using regular expression, we can extract the numbers out from the text, but it's not time to talk about regular expression. We will come back later. How about repeat? Repeat is, for instance, if you want to write console.log love, right? You want to repeat this word many times, or hello world, maybe 5 times. So I can print love, love, love. But this is not easy to customize it. I didn't find any use for this method.